So today I'm gonna be talking about body mods. Mostly piercings and tattoos, but not exclusively. And I will start by talking about my few body mods. Now, like my 3 or 4, depending on how you count it, piercings, and nope, other way around. 3 or 4, depending on how you count it, tattoos, and 4 piercings. And then after I've shown what I have, which is much less than I want to have because this shit is expensive. After I show that, I will also talk about all the body mods that I want to get. So, first of all, my piercings. I have just earrings on both sides, and then double pierced here. This second lobe piercing here, that was absolute hell to heal. And then I also have a septum piercing, which was like, there was like 1 week that was absolute hell with that, but it healed really quickly and really well actually, which is nice because I was kind of anxious about getting it. Less because of any inherent danger or anything, just more because I don't trust myself to heal things properly, which was clearly justified considering how long this took me to heal. Mostly because I constantly wear headphones. Although I did find ways to wear headphones without irritating that. Mostly by just like putting them up here. Which isn't like, okay, I'm gonna demonstrate that because like these headphones I could literally just wear like this and then it doesn't even touch that piercing. But anyway, those are my piercings. I really want more, but sometime, at some point, when I have money, if I ever have money. Then my tattoos. So I only have quite small tattoos. I'm going for like a patchwork style eventually, which I'm going to talk more about later. But I have, this was my very first tattoo. I had planned that for many years. I got it when I was 18, which most people I think do. Like, I think a lot of people who like tattoos get it right in the 18th year, immediately when they can. But anyway, yeah, that was my first tattoo that I had planned for years because I like roses and it's a relatively safe, like, symbolism. Like, I can't end up, I'm not likely to end up regretting it because it has some weird meaning that I didn't know about. So that was my first tattoo. Then I got this, which if you don't recognize it, is the sheep in a box from The Little Prince. That is just kind of traced from the actual book. I actually have 2 copies of that book. It's very important to me, and it has been since I was a small child. And then my third and my last proper tattoo is this, which you can see is not super, like, it's meant to be filled out. And it will be soon, actually. Like this week, probably. So this is gonna be fully filled out and just black with thick lines. Although it also kind of looks cool like this, but I want it to be properly. And the other thing, which I don't know if you would even really count it or not, which is why I say 3 or 4, is these vampire bite marks that are just 2 little dots. I'm not even 100% sure that these are them because they look so similar to my moles, which I have many of. So I don't even know if those are them, but I think so. On screen you should be able to see that they are more red. I got those for free because a friend of mine did all my tattoos, and since I paid for 3, I got those little dots for free. But yeah, those are all of the things that I have so far. Unfortunately, I want so much more. But now I'm gonna talk about my plans, and I'm gonna do that ear by ear and then the not ear thing. So first of all, I'm planning to I'm planning to stretch this one, which I'm probably actually gonna do next year, because, like, almost definitely, because I'm borrowing a stretching kit from someone else, which means I don't have to pay any new money for it. So I'm gonna stretch that a little bit. I'm not gonna make it huge, probably, because I'm also anxious about that, but I'm gonna stretch it, like, somewhat. Anyway, and then I also want, like, 2 more lobe piercings up here as well. If I look there even more than usual, it's because I have, like, my folder in which I have all of the body mods I want saved over there, so I'm just, like, looking at it so I remember everything. Then on this ear, I'm gonna get a 3rd lobe piercing here, and then also an industrial if possible, which I'm not sure about yet because the middle of my ear kind of sticks out a lot, but I should be able to get one probably. So an industrial there also. And then the next facial piercing that I want to get, and probably the only one that I still want to get after that. No, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Probably the only other facial piercing I want to get, probably, is gonna be snake bites. So, 2 piercings on my lower lips. Which I'm also kind of anxious about, because I'm anxious that I'm gonna, like, chew on them or something. But I really want them. They look so cool. I really want them. Then the next thing is the tattoos that I want. Click, click. Which are plentiful. And this list is not nearly all of them. It's just the ones that I have, like, very specific plans for. So the ones that I'm actually planning to do next, and next means just whenever I have the money, this is what I'm gonna do first. It doesn't mean it's gonna be soon. But the absolute next one is I want a bunch of eyes in sort of an eldritch way almost over my shoulder, like just a shit ton of eyes here. I'm also generally planning to get a lot more eyes tattooed just all over my body, like kind of in this style, maybe a little smaller. And since I also want to kind of do a patchwork style and, like, cover myself in tattoos, but, like, a bunch of small ones and simple ones, I might also use eyes as, like, a space filler. Or like a gap filler or whatever it's called. Then I also want to do relatively soon, if I can, a back tattoo, which is gonna be a dagger right on my spine, which I know is gonna be extremely painful, and probably on my upper back, like with the dagger pointing right down my spine. Then I also want to get, like, some vines or brambles or something, like, basically just, like, vague leafy nature symbols, which I might get around the wrist. That's, like, kind of my current idea, but I don't know exactly yet. I just definitely want to get more plant things that aren't flowers specifically. Yeah, and then besides that, I mostly want to get some little joke tattoos, because I love joke tattoos. And then the one that I have, like, more specific plans for, because I'm planning to get it once I accomplish something specific. It's a long story, but I want to get the MCR lyric, I am not afraid to keep on living, which I've already seen on a lot of tattoos. This is not a new idea, because it's a great lyric and a really meaningful one. But I want to get that tattooed in Cyrillic, in Russian, because my parents are Russian and I grew up with a lot of Russian culture, so I do want to get a tattoo that sort of references that in a way. So I thought I'd combine those two, and I will get that tattooed. My mom actually might pay for it, depending on the circumstances. But anyway, yeah, those are some of the tattoos that I'm planning on. Far from all of them, though. And the rest now is 2 more body mods that aren't tattoos or piercings that I want to get. At least 2, maybe more. But the one that I definitely want to get, unless the cost or something really makes it impossible, I really, really want to get vampire fangs. So just like permanent fangs, which is difficult to, it's gonna be difficult to find a place to do it, and it's gonna be expensive, but I really, really want it. Like, if I need to, I would fly to another country to get that done, because I want that so bad. But that is like a long-term plan. I don't think I'll be able to do that anytime soon, but I really want it at some point. And then the other one that I'm very scared about, but I still really, really want, is a split tongue. Now, I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory why I'm scared about that. But I really want it. And like, if I get a good surgeon to do that and stuff, then it should be relatively safe. But I'm still worried about it, especially the healing time. But I really want it. So I'll probably get it at some point in my life, unless I'm way too broke for it. And the other one that I'm not like 100% sure if I want it, but maybe if I have a good opportunity for it, is pointed ears. I don't even know how they work exactly. I looked at something for how that worked, but I forgot it. But I might also want that. I always draw myself with pointed ears because I draw most characters with pointed ears. But I like it. I don't know. I love body mods in general, and I would be surprised if with time I didn't want more and more piercings, tattoos, and body mods. Because I absolutely love doing all of that. But yeah, those are the body mods I have, and the ones that I'm planning on, which are so many. I would already have so many tattoos and piercings if I could afford it. Not that the healing is quick or easy, but still the main thing that's stopping me is cost. Yeah. But yeah, those are them. And that's it. If you want, write in the comments what kind of body mods you want, or maybe even what you think would suit me.